Hello YouTube, Revved Up Gunslinger here. Today I bring you something very special. I was going to show you my SIG P365 carry gun today, but instead I picked up something very special. As you can see here, I have a box. It is the Ruger Magpul RXM. That's where I'm going to case it for you. I already took the bag out and all that stuff, but it's a really cool gun. I'm going to show you it's clear, no mag, all that good stuff. Okay, so the Ruger RXM. I was really wanting one of these. I've been curious about them for a while. I was looking at lots of videos about them because it's a brand new gun. It's Ruger and Magpul's Glock clone, based off the Gen 3. I saw how reliable they were and they were doing really well in their torture testing, all that stuff. And I thought, I really like Ruger. Not a huge fan of Glock. I had to see the comparison. Well, I did do a trigger test when I was in the gun store looking at these. And then definitely better than a Glock trigger, that's for sure. Anyway, I was in the gun store looking, and they didn't have this color combination. And I thought, I really would like to have the tan and the black color combination. It'd be really cool. The reason for that is, give me 1 second to show you. My truck is the exact same color as the gun, or at least similar colors. Black wheels, black top, tan gun, tan truck. So anyway, I really wanted to try it out. I like that it's optic cut, even though I'm not a big optic person, but I figured maybe I'll try it later. I've not fired it yet. It does come with 2 Magpul mags. They do feel very cheap. So, I don't know. We're gonna have to wait and see how it fires. I also don't know if the sights are glow in the dark. It looks like they might be. I'm not too sure. Not too sure, but we'll see when I get home later. I do like the rear blacked out sight. You hear some dogs in the background. Well, anyway, Ruger RXM, I'll give you a progress report later after I shoot it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you very much. Something else I noticed about this gun, sorry to interrupt myself here, but I just loaded up the mags with some SIG Elite Defense. I like their ammo. But I was loading them up, and these mags, while they do feel cheap, these were some of the easiest mags I've ever loaded in my life. I'll say, I'm used to 6-hour mags, but they like to give me a hard time when you first get them because they're, so new and you have to break them in. But these took literally no effort at all whatsoever. All right, back to the regularly scheduled programming. Hey there, everyone. Revved Up Gunslinger. This is a special treat here. This is a guest gun. It actually belongs to my father, who has his own YouTube channel. Shout out to the Unloved Autos YouTube channel. He shows a lot of really neat cars on there. I like cars too, hence the Revved Up in my YouTube name. So check out Unloved Autos if you would like to see some cool car content. This here is a Rost Martin RM1C. It's a really cool gun. I'm going to show that it's clear and safe, no bullets. We're good to go. Anyway, this is a really neat Glock clone as well. This is that Ruger RXM I showed you previously. This is a really interesting gun because it's made here in Dallas, Texas. We are living in the DFW, or we have been living in the DFW area for, well, my entire life, and I've been around for almost 30 years. So I thought that was cool that he picked up this gun because it's from, well, where I was born. But anyway, I thought it was cool that we actually had a gun manufacturer in Dallas. I think Shadow Systems is based out of Plano, so maybe there's a long history of Glock clones out of the DFW area. Well, anyway, this came in a package off of Grab-A-Gun. Came with 5 mags and the bag and all this stuff, and he thought it was a really great deal, so he picked it up. And I wanted to do a comparison between this and my Ruger RXM because you have 2 American-made Glock clones, and I figured they got to be better than the Turkish stuff. So, really neat. Anyway, enough about the Ruger, back to this. Comes with 5 mags. This is the flush fit mag right here. And this one, it's still 15 bullets. It's still 15 bullets for each of them, but has that little pinky extension. However, in my opinion, you don't need it so much. My dad disagrees. He likes that, but I don't see the point unless you have extra bullets. This actually has a really cool dot, or green dot on it. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. There it is right there. You can see it. Came with this green dot. It's always on. That's pretty. I've never shot a gun with a dot before, so if I ever get to shoot this, I might try that. Maybe I'll even put one on the Ruger. In terms of build quality, the grip kind of reminds me of a Taurus a little bit in terms of how the plastic feels on it. The trigger is really light. The trigger feels amazing. In fact, let me show you real quick how good the trigger is. Watch my trigger. And see how light that is. It's almost nothing. So it's definitely lighter than the Ruger. However, the Ruger still feels pretty good too. It has a nice little gas pedal here to put your thumbs for that lovely posture. And I will say the slide feels fantastic. It has a nice little comp there as well. That's also really, really cool. This helps give you that little muzzle blast there. I'm sure it's a lot louder to fire than your typical Rost Martin, but still really, really cool. I'm excited to compare this to the Ruger, and maybe even a Glock too, if I can get my friend's Glock out there, just to compare them all side by side. I'm sure this will probably shoot a little flatter with that nice comp on there, but you never know until you do it. It's definitely lighter than the Ruger, and it's lighter than a Glock too, probably because of the plastic grip here being a little more, I don't know, it feels thinner to me personally than the other one does. But if you do a size comparison, the Ruger RXM is Glock 19 size. This should be as well. You can see the slides are about the same length and width. Grips are pretty similar as well. And the important thing is the grip angle, which they both do not have the grip angle of a Glock. They have that more, almost like an M&P style Glock angle. I thought that was interesting. Well, anyway, I figured I'd show you this Rost Martin RM1C as our first guest gun here on the channel. If you have any comments about this gun or any other Glock clones you want me to check out in the future, I'd love to hear about it in the comments section. A video will be coming out in the next probably month that is comparing these two pistols. I'm actually really excited for it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.